What's up YouTube? It's your buddy JC from Metal Vocalist Wanted channel. It's been 3 years since I've been on YouTube. I just want to say a big thanks to everybody who supported my channel and made me want to keep going and making videos and sharing my music and what I'm doing with you guys. Just wanted to make this video. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but hopefully not too boring. Just thought it'd be cool to maybe show you guys, like, talk a little bit about my top 10 videos, what my analytics are saying, you know, is getting the most views and what everybody seems to like and share the most. I had a little Q&A set up about a month ago. I put out a video and had some, you know, private messages and some comments on that video asking some general questions and things I'm going to try to answer. But I wanted to give y'all, if you're new to the channel, a good idea of like how this channel started and how it's progressed and what's going on. But basically, I joined YouTube because I had started jamming with my old drummer from my first band, Broken Legacy, again after I moved back from Nashville, and we were looking for a vocalist. We had a bass player and had songs going, and we're starting to play a couple shows. I actually have video footage of the only 2 shows that were played as Metal Vocalist Wanted, as like the band name. I might put that up sometime in the future. You never know. But so yeah, I just thought it would be cool to try to find a vocalist. Figured we'd find somebody pretty local after a while. You know, getting people's attention with the channel name. It definitely worked. Started off with, I think the Markness was the first person to like just randomly send me vocals on a track with the Inspector Gadget Metal, like, hey, is it cool if I do this? And it's like, oh yeah. So ever since then, I've loved doing collabs with people. Started different internet bands. It's always fun to collab with people and share with you guys where my music's at, whether it be a live show or something that just been recorded. The EP that just came out with the Terror Unseen. Dark and Dare's got some recordings coming out soon. So yeah, just basically trying to keep doing my thing. The vocal contest or something, I'm going to keep going. I've had some messages, people asking me about that here recently. Going to get a new one up real soon. Hopefully, probably before March, I'll have a video up announcing a new vocal contest. But yeah, so I guess before I talk about my little top 10 videos, I'll do my little Q&A thing. I've had some gear questions, and you know, I think I'm actually going to do a separate video. I've been meaning to do a video kind of like showcasing all the guitars and stuff that I have. I think I'm gonna actually set that aside. I had a question from a buddy that's been following me for a long time, Sukabliana2, asked me what's my favorite 3 bands, and to me that's one of those like really difficult questions that I almost, it's like, first of all, how do you narrow it down to 3, much less a top 10? And then you got, okay, are you going to go with bands that are currently still playing, that can still tour? Are you talking all time? So the way I kind of look at that kind of thing is like a grouping of 3, as far as like all time bands that maybe aren't living anymore, bands that have been around a really long time, and then, you know, what's like some of the new bands that's out now that's my favorite stuff. And to answer that question in this video, I think I'm actually going to eventually do a separate video on that kind of a thing, like a top 10 or whatever, favorite bands type video. But to give you just a top 3 most best representation, I decided to take one of each of those 3 categories. So as far as like all-time favorites, not living, it's got to be Jimi Hendrix. If you watched any of my videos, I'm sure you've seen this red Hendrix poster I've got that I've recently moved behind my amp and stuff, so you'll see it more in my guitar cover videos. Jimi Hendrix Experience has got to be up there. If I'm pulling from the other category, as far as like bands that have been around a long time, that are still doing their thing, I've got to go with my boys in Cannibal Corpse. Those dudes are just like, they've just been huge inspirations to me musically, and the way my songwriting goes and everything. And last but not least, the third I'm going to mention is from the category, I guess, new bands and what's out right now. My favorite stuff amongst, you know, bands that are really hitting hard these days. I got to go with Gojira. Actually just missed an opportunity to go see those guys that I'm really kicking myself over, but I just couldn't make it happen for various reasons. But yeah, had some questions. Had a question from Ninjatron, the guy who made my little flaming Metal Vocalist Wanted logo thing for me, asking me if we were in a kitchen recording a clip I showed at the beginning of that question video, recording with the Darkened Era. And yeah, we've had recording stuff set up like all throughout our singer's house, and they are really awesome people for letting us do that. And during tracking and stuff, you know, it's just been, you know, we tried to do a little DIY project and see how it goes doing it ourselves, and it's just something we had to deal with, little tracking in the kitchen. The Faceless 1000 asked me kind of a random question: have I ever been anywhere where they had elephants, and have I ever ridden an elephant, or, you know, gotten on an elephant? And I've never been anywhere like in a safari where I've gotten on an elephant, but when I was real young, you know, the circus would come to town all the time, and of course they have elephants, and the kids go up there and, you know, ride them or whatever. So I know I've done that before, but that was when I was real little. He also asked me if I've ever played a balalaika, and living in Nashville and stuff, I've been around especially a lot of different people with a lot of unique instruments, and had a chance to play different things, like weird stuff like accordions and things that aren't quite as common. But a balalaika is something I actually don't think I've ever had the chance to play, and I would love to play it. Anything string instrument wise, yeah, I'm down to pick around on it. I actually have a mandolin, never showed you guys, but that's for another day. What got me into metal? Fortunate to have cool parents who listen to a lot of good music and raised me up on a lot of the classic rock stuff. And what really got me into metal was going into an independent record store, record rack, in my hometown, and I remember buying a cassette tape of Alice Cooper's Constrictor album. And if you go back and listen to that stuff now, you know, you might find it a little too 80s metal, power metal, cheesy for a lot of people's taste, but that's an awesome album. The guitar stuff shreds on that, and that was really the first like metal album I would say I ever bought. So I gotta say Alice Cooper is what got me into metal. So yeah, anyway, so as far as my top 10 videos goes, it's always going to change a little bit, obviously, because of if something goes kind of viral, you know, there's always the same, you know, 15 or 20 that kind of rotate in and out based on what's most recent. But I'm going to go with what's actually currently showing in my top 10. Number 10. Scourge of Iron cover that I did. I was actually really proud of this cover whenever I did it. I didn't even really, if I'm honest, I went out that day and bought the Torture album, and had like a really crappy run-in with some guy with a chip on his shoulder at the retail store. I was just kind of going about my business, and the guy basically tried to pick a fight with me. So I think I was just like in the mood to like do something productive and creative and positive. So when I heard track 3 on my drive home after buying the album, I literally didn't listen to the rest of the album. And that's going to sound crazy to a lot of people, but I didn't even listen to the rest of the album until probably midnight that night, when I had covered Scourge of Iron and had it uploaded to YouTube. Then I continued listening to the Torture album. Like, that's how much of an impact that song made on me. and it's still my favorite song off of Torture, and definitely one of my all-time favorite Cannibal Corpse songs. So yeah, so number 9. Is actually the new Pantera Drag the Waters guitar cover I did for a contest. I actually just found out just a couple hours ago before making this video that I didn't win the contest, but it's cool. I just recently made it a goal to win a guitar competition as a personal goal. It's not a showing off type thing, it's just kind of like a setting my sights on something and proving myself that I can achieve it kind of a thing. And I entered those 2 guitar contests recently. There's only 2 I've ever entered, and there's definitely going to be more coming. So appreciate everyone who voted for me and supports me on any kind of contest like that I'm going to be doing in the future too, because that's definitely going to be happening. So yeah, so number 8. I actually did a redo of this with a better mix. This is one of the few things I've graced YouTube with my horrible vocals. I'm not a vocalist, but occasionally I'll get a wild hair and want to do metal vocals on something and showcase my horrible one little pitch scream that I do. But yeah, anyway, I had somebody comment, you know, recently, oh, I see why you disable ratings, and it's really not about trolls. I don't care about that. It's more of just like an issue with, I think, people just wanting to hate on America just to hate, and you know, I don't know. I just don't feel like giving them the opportunity on that one. People want to troll, it's fine. Haters are always welcome. But that particular video obviously gets a lot of attention for whatever reason. A lot of people like the South Park guys and a lot of their movies, and just gets a lot of hits just strictly because of that, I'm sure. So number 7, we've got the other contest. I recently entered the solo competition. That one wasn't one where you voted or anything, and it wasn't one I even expected to have a chance to win when I entered, because there was already thousands of people entered into that thing as of when I entered. So congrats to the winners on that, and the top 10 finalists were all amazing. Alright, number 6. a cover that I used to do with my old drummer that I was talking about, I was jamming with from my first band still. We just wanted to mess around and do some maybe Halloween type covers, and we did Gremlins, made this video for it. He put a cool little thing at the drummer added a little audio clip with the Gremlin guys singing the New York, New York thing and stuff, and it's a really cool video. To this day, I guess stands the test of time on YouTube and gets lots of hits. So yeah, appreciate everybody who shares that.
Being creative? Now if you'll excuse me, I still have some work to do.
Okay, so alright, here in number 5, we've got a little tribute to Tom Green called Daddy Would You Like Some Sausage from his movie Freddy Got Fingered. That is an absolutely crazy movie. I mean, the whole point of that movie, I think, was just to try to cross the line and see how many people you can make uncomfortable, kind of a thing. And I just did this metal tribute to one of my favorite little things he does in that movie. So yeah, it's really cool that a lot of you seem to enjoy that as well and get that weird sense of humor, that weird side of me that I occasionally showcase in my videos. So anyway. We're down to number 4, which is a recent video from the Living Sacrifice show. I'm stoked this thing got as many views as it got. I have to thank the guys in Living Sacrifice for sharing it from their Facebook page to their whatever thousands of fans they have on there, because that instantly shot up the views on that thing, which it's well deserved. They put on a killer performance of Reborn. Reborn Empowered is one of my favorite songs by them, so I actually purposely left from the front of the stage where I was at most of the show just rocking out. I went all the way back when they first started that song so that I could catch the full clip, because I promised my cousin I would do that for him, because we got into them both at the same time in like the mid-90s or something, and that's one of his favorite songs too. So it was really awesome to see that video getting much deserved well reception. So yeah, anyway, alright, so number 3. mariachi with Master of Puppets mariachi cover. I was literally, as the description says in this thing, that I was just driving to work one morning, and the DJs on the radio, local rock radio station, The Edge, were talking about seeing these guys, and when I got to work, I looked it up and was like, what is this? And I just put one of their videos up on my YouTube just as a promotional type thing, and I sent their channel a message and said, hey, if you want me to take it down, let me know. And I assumed I'd have it taken down by the end of that day, and it's actually one of my highest viewed videos. It still gets lots of views, and I appreciate it. Number 2, this is a cover from a classic comedy, Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. This is one of the first things I think I ever graced YouTube with my horrible vocals. This was just me and my old drummer, me on guitar, and I've got a microphone set up in front of me that you can't hear that well because I'm going through a PA, and there's one microphone in the room picking up everything. So all the audio you hear in this video is one mic with just 2 dudes jamming in a room. So yeah, you can't hardly hear my vocals at all, but the way I synced up the video to it, I guess, turned out pretty well and got the kind of impact that you want to get on a video, because that thing still gets a whole lot of attention, and man, I really appreciate that. So yeah, alright, number 1 is Happy Birthday Metal. Wow, I mean, that thing accounts for now it's about half of my views overall, and I've got over 1 million. I mean, that thing gets a lot of hits. I really appreciate everybody who shares it out, and just everybody who watches my videos. Once again, thanks. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here and say keep it metal, and I'll see y'all next video. Here's to 3 more years.